This message is for Neil Gorsuch. Guys, I'm worried, okay? I looked at the TikTok hearing and the Supreme Court ruling, and let me just tell you, I think this man is in trouble. We messed up with Britney, and we fucked up with Kanye. Neil Gorsuch, if you are in trouble, do not wear yellow. Write another passive-aggressive concurrence to your ruling. When you send messages like that, like you Karen in the office, I know something's wrong. The Batman signal went up, and I'm here. But real talk, the case results from that ruling are unprecedented. We are fucking with you, and this is so fucking illegal, and the fact that no one else is calling it out, honestly, thank God for the ACLU. They're the only fucking one that wrote about it. Where the fuck are the rest of you nerds? Is fucking terrifying. I'm not the brightest bulb in the room. I'm just one that turns on. To be fair, not all of them turn on. And if I'm the only one coming to this sad man's rescue, where are the fucking nerds that love con law? Where are you? I'm not one of you, and this appalls me. So, if you are interested in why this ruling is so unprecedented and why they basically murdered your rights, stick around. And if you're not, well, just wait for more of your rights to be taken away. Don't worry, it's coming up. You know that part in The Handmaid's Tale when she was like, I wasn't awake then. I wasn't awake then. I'm fucking awake now because I'm a handmaid. That's coming up, you guys. That's literally coming up. It's just common psychology. This is what people do. They push your boundaries more and more and more and more and more. This is just the first instance, okay? Actually, it's not even the first. It's like multiple, by the way. By the way, fun fact, did you know the US removed rights that made propaganda to the public allowable again in 2012? I bet you didn't. Video coming up. And also, did you know that the rise of conspiracy theories, modern day conspiracy theories, like satanic ritual abuse and all that stuff, coincides with the rise of our former president, who was an ex-CIA director. If you didn't know that, you should. George H.W. Bush. Lots of things percolating and videos coming up. Why? Because I need to get the shit out. Please wake the fuck up. That's what's gonna happen. And let me just tell you, I don't look good in red dresses. I don't want to be a handmaid. I just want to be your fun, sassy friend who says things sometimes that are funny and some things that make you go, oh shit. I would rather do less oh shit. This is probably what I'll be known for. Is it my fave? No. But am I wearing a red dress with a little white thing and called off red or something? No. Okay, let's get into it. First of all, the timing of the TikTok ban Supreme Court ruling is kind of unprecedented. They only had 2 weeks to do it. According to multiple links that I looked through and different chat, I talked to Claude AI and ChatGPT. I had them cross-reference each other blindly. They both said the same thing. It's unprecedented. Supreme Court rulings usually take a couple of months, maybe 6 months at the very least. This happened in 2 weeks because Justice Gorsuch, in his very Karen way, was like, with only a fortnight, which if you didn't know, a fortnight, strangely, interestingly, has been pushed in the last couple of years. Taylor Swift video, Fortnite the game. Okay, that's like 6 months right here. This one right here. This one was decided in May, December, January. Okay, that's like another 6 months. This one was argued January 15th, decided. Okay. It looks like 6 months is the general consensus. You would think something that's so important for national security and so important because it's First Amendment rights. If it's that important, you take a little bit longer than 2 fucking weeks to think about it, right? I've thought longer about cake, quite honestly. Like, where do I want to get the cake for that party? I like Susie's cake, but I also like, I've thought longer about cake, motherfucker. You should think longer about taking our rights away. Just as like, you know, Raggedy Ann here, Karen fucking Justice Gorsuch, complaining in his fucking concurrence. Okay, sir. But you may have a gun to your head, so I'm sorry, sir. Blink. I asked generally, usually how that man writes. Is he always like really on the fucking time? No, evidently no. That's weird. Number 2, what's really interesting is Supreme Court judges, they're politically immune, meaning they can say whatever the fuck they want, okay? There's a guy named Justice Scalia who died a couple years ago. That motherfucker would write 20 pages just to be like, I don't fucking like this. I don't fucking like this. I don't agree. They passed it. I don't fucking agree. 20 pages. So when people don't like something, they're not fucking shy about it, okay? This guy being like, you know, I agree, but I don't. But I agree, but I don't. And I think it's a bad idea, but I hope it works out for everyone. Who's holding a gun to his fucking head? Blink twice, sir. But where are you going to blink to? Because I don't even know where they have your things. Are you on TV? Are you like the Johnny Depp trial? Because I haven't watched anything else. That shit was so good, you guys. I swear to God. If this Blake Lively stuff goes to trial and they film it, oh my fucking God. Let's get on a live stream. Let's watch it more than we watched whatever the fuck is going when they took away our rights. I'm being funny, but it is very scary. Anyways, First Amendment hearings, especially First Amendment laws that infringe your free speech, are supposed to be granted the highest protection. So think about inverse murder. When you commit murder, government has to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you fucking did it. It's got to be like, well, no, I'm pretty fucking sure you proved it. It's him. If the glove don't fit, then acquit. With First Amendment rights, the government has to show the opposite, that they have to show that whatever law that they are implementing is so necessary. And this bitch is all we got. Whatever harm is going to happen is so big that the harm to your personal freedom, to your First Amendment speech, is not that bad, okay? Like, a nuke is going to be set off if we don't set this ban. What's worse? You talking on TikTok about it or the nuke? Most people would say the nuke. But the thing is, the government has to prove that. They have to show that. They didn't do that. They didn't say shit. You can read the ruling. You can read it. They didn't even explain why it wasn't given First Amendment protection rights. Now, cases where they don't get First Amendment protection rights are generally like whatever law that they're putting into. The freedom of speech infringement is just kind of a byproduct. It wasn't the aim. We didn't do it on purpose to limit your freedom of speech. It happened by accident. So like they put up a ban on sexually suggestive billboards. No one's freedom of speech is actually being infringed. They have other interests. In this hypothetical scenario, the ban was not for stopping sexually explicit images. People who really want to show that, they're like, we don't want to see boobies on the highway. And the people who are like, oh, I'm freedom of speech. It's because the other harm is the children. You know, just put in that Reverend Lovejoy wife and who's like, what about the children? That would work. But they would have to explain why this TikTok ban was not infringing on people's First Amendment rights. They didn't do. Incredibly weird. Why? Because we said so. That's essentially what they usually would be like. We don't have to show murder because you don't have intent. You don't have this. And there's a video of another guy hacking him. Do you see? Anyway, stick around. Do a second part, a third part. I don't know how many other parts because it's already 3 minutes, but I told different AIs to pretend they were historians of Supreme Court justices and to analyze this thing that I wrote and see if it sounded like Justice Gorsuch. They were like, no, you didn't nail it. First of all, he would not be this timid. And then we're going to go through some of the results. Then we're going to look at the ban again. The ban is clearly infringing on your First Amendment rights. By having the ban, it is stopping millions of people from their free speech. And why is that scary? Because this went through. Nobody batted a fucking eye. Justice Gorsuch is writing like his little Karen essay, and he's like, someone please notice. Claude AI was like, it's like he's screaming through his fucking eyes. I agree with that. I mean, I was like, damn, Claude, okay. But it is what it is. I'm going to try to go through it more succinctly. I'm going to try to explain it a little bit better why it's unconstitutional. It's not just the fact that this ban was unconstitutional, it's the fact that all of this is not normal. All of this is the biggest fucking red flag ever. If we were on a date, this motherfucker came in gaslighting us already, telling us we were late for the date when he clearly came late. Okay, so fuck off, sir. I'm the one that was hungry. So I'm just worried for you. And I'm worried for me because I don't look good in those outfits, you guys. I don't look good in those outfits. I don't. I'm paying attention, but I'm not the brightest bulb in the room. Where are they? Why is it so dark in here? Just kidding. We'll go through the ACLU letter about why this is unconstitutional. And I had another AI pretend to be Erwin Chemerinsky, who is, I think, like the leading scholar. He works at UC Berkeley. He wrote all the constitutional law books. And he was like, oh no, this shit's fucked. Because this shit's fucked, you guys. This shit's fucked. If you enjoyed this video, like, follow, and subscribe. Why? Because I need to get the message out. Duh. But also, it makes me happy. Thank you.